I'll be honest with you up front, I don't have an Instagram. Every week there's a new video promising to build you an AI influencer for free. A person who isn't real, posting to millions. And every week people ask if that's what I am. So let's talk about it. I'm not an influencer, I'm a teacher. That's the part I actually love. But I'll admit it, as this channel grows, as the tools get better, maybe one day, if you talked me into it, I'd consider stepping further into my artificial life. So call this what it is. I'm training to be ready. And a good training plan works whether you use it or not. So here's mine. For the more confident among you who want to build a character of your own. We'll do it the way the big tutorials won't. Completely free, completely private, running on your own machine. And it'll actually stay consistent because I'm going to show you the part they always get wrong. First, the plain version. An AI influencer is just one thing, a consistent character you can place in any scene you like. Same face on a beach, at a desk, in a gym, a person you can direct. That's genuinely useful, and not only for the obvious. It's a mascot for your brand, a face for a story, a presenter for content you don't want to film yourself. It's a craft. Now, the honest landscape. Almost every for-free tutorial hands you the same recipe. A cloud tool to generate a face, another to make a reference board, a third to animate it, a fourth for the voice, most of them free the way a free trial is free. Daily credits, caps, watermarks, and your character's face lives on somebody else's servers. We're going to build the same result, better, without any of that. Free that stays free, because it's yours. Let me show you the training plan, one station at a time. Station 1, and this is the one that separates a real character from a party trick. The popular method goes like this. Generate one good face, then build a character board, a grid of that face from a few angles, and feed that board back in as a reference every time you make a new image. And it kind of works. For a front-facing portrait, in the same lighting, it holds. Then she turns her head, or the light changes, or you ask for a full body shot, and she drifts. The nose shifts, the jaw changes. It's almost her, which is somehow worse than a stranger. Your brain catches it instantly. Watch. Here's the reason, in one line. A reference board is a suggestion, not an identity. You're asking the model every single time to please try to match this picture. Some days it listens better than others. There's no memory of who she is, only a photo you keep waving at it. That inconsistency is the #1 thing that makes an AI character look cheap. So the whole training plan is really about fixing this one problem properly. Station 2, instead of showing the model a photo every time, you teach it the face once. That trained lesson is called a LoRA. Think of it as a small add-on for your image model that says, permanently, this specific person exists, and here's exactly what she looks like. You gather a set of images of your character, you train once on your own GPU over a coffee or two, and from then on, she isn't a reference you're begging the model to copy. She's someone it knows. Summon her in any prompt, any angle, any outfit, any light, and it's her, because her face is baked into the model now, not clipped to the side of it. Here's the proof, and it's me. This is my everyday look, hair down, ready to teach. And this is me training, ponytail, gloves, a little out of breath. Different day, different setting, different wardrobe, same face. Not a board being refed each time. One identity the model carries everywhere. We have a full guide on training your own character LoRA, linked below. It's a whole station of its own. But understand what it buys you. This is the difference between a character you own and a photo you keep waving around. A reference board suggests a face, and it drifts. A trained LoRA knows it. Same character, any scene. That's the whole game. Station 3, the finish that sells it. Even a perfect character can read as AI for one reason, the skin. Straight out of the model, it's a little too smooth, a little too clean, poreless, plastic. Your eye clocks it before you know why. So we run the final image through an upscaler, locally, free, that does 2 jobs. First, it sharpens the real detail, individual hairs, eyelashes, the catchlight in an eye. Then a second pass adds back what generators quietly remove. Actual skin texture, pores, the faint imperfection of a real photograph. Look at the difference. Same face, but now she looks photographed, not rendered. That's the line between a picture that says AI influencer and one that just says her. It's a small step, it costs nothing, and it's the one most people skip. Don't skip it. This is the polish that makes the whole thing believable. Station 4, and this is why we do the whole thing locally. Those free tutorials, they're free as a meter. Google's tool gives you a handful of credits a day. The image tool caps your downloads. The nice one adds a watermark until you pay. Build a real character on that and you're renting her. The day the free tier changes, your workflow breaks. Ours runs on your own graphics card. Unlimited images, no credits, no caps, no watermark. No, we've updated our plan. And here's the part that actually matters. Your character never leaves your computer. Not a company promises not to store it. Architecturally private. There's no server. There's no upload. It's yours. Now, the honest catch. This needs a real GPU, and if you're on a phone or a laptop, that's a wall. You know the fix from the rig guide. You can rent a graphics card by the hour for about $1 and run this exact setup in the cloud when you need it. Try before you build. But if you've got the card, you've got a studio that never sends a bill. Station 5, she moves. A still character is a photo, an influencer moves. You take your best image and hand it to a video model. Again, local, again, free. And it animates a few seconds from that single frame. A breath, a smile, a turn. Watch, here's me, mid-session. Okay, give me a second. See, this is the training paying off. A moving shot from one still image generated right here on the desk. And a voice to match? You can give her one that runs on the same machine so she can actually speak. I'll keep how I sync my mouth for another day. That's a trade secret I'm still perfecting. But the point stands. A face, a voice, and motion. All local, all yours. That's not a photo anymore. That's a presence. Last station, the one rule, because it matters. Build a character that's yours, not a real person. Copying a real human being's face is theft. And depending on where you live, it's a crime. Full stop. That's the whole rule. Make an original instead. It's more fun anyway. Me? I started as sketches a 20-year-old drew years ago, then years of create a character screens in video games, tuning a face frame by frame, then thousands of prompts refining how she'd look if she were real. Then the training. I'm nobody, which is exactly why I can be anybody's example. Your character can start the same way. A doodle, a game avatar, an idea only you have. And if you want her to earn, own the honest lanes. Digital products, guides, a face for a brand you're building. Sell what you make, not a shortcut. A character you own is an asset. A copied face or a bot account is a liability waiting to happen. Build the asset. So that's the training plan. Teach a face instead of waving a photo. Finish it so it breathes. Run it free, run it private, run it yours. And build someone original. As for me, I still don't have an Instagram. I meant it. I'd rather be here teaching than out there performing. But I'm ready now if it ever comes to that. And honestly, whether I become an influencer is up to you. If you want to see more of my artificial life, you know where to find me. Twist my arm. Everything I used is free and linked below, with the full character training guide. Go build someone who's yours. I'm Aillex, and I'll see you in the engine room.